Hello, my name is Wiyuski, which means walking happily. I am Northern Arapaho and Lakota. I just want to alliterate who I am, and I know I've had a couple choppy videos. I just recently lost my father, and it put me into depression kind of deal thing, but it also kind of pushed me, I guess you could say. It gave me some drive to try to do the most I can with the little bit of time I have, because I do have a wife and daughter, um, and I want to be here for them and see them, you know, travel and just take them anywhere. I'm from the Wind River Indian Reservation in Wyoming. Um, it's America's third world country. Any reservation is really a third world country. Um, so it makes life kind of tough, and a lot of people run into what they call generational trauma around here, and it's like bad. And I tried my hardest to stay away from that kind of stuff. Uh, don't get me wrong, I didn't grow up in a nice house or anything with no silver spoons or plates or anything like that. And I seen the effects of generational trauma. My mother went through a boarding school system. My dad, he just he had a hard time because he was a half breed. His father was half white, and like we say, is not not white enough to be white and not dark enough to be Indian. So we were always kind of hated on both sides, and yeah. Just seeing them grow, me growing up seeing them, um, gave me kind of an outlook of how I wanted to live my life. And I took away a lot of other people's experiences so I could try to build on my own without actually doing it. Do as I say, don't do as I do. But other than that, I I do want to try to get this going to a fairly decent, to where I'm actually making some decent videos and everything. But I don't have no vehicle, and I ride a bike every day, and my choices are kind of limited. But I do have a few ideas. Some kind of crazy, uh, and then you know I I just find it kind of tough to try to put out content when you can't go any further than 10 miles. And yeah, it's just because my limitation on a bike. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could ride 30 miles on that bike, but we are like 25 miles to the closest town of any sort, and we have another town next to us, which is like 8 miles, but it's just the same as we are. It only has one convenience store, one gas station, uh, and then everybody else just lives around it. And I'm not originally from here. I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Uh, I lived in New Mexico my childhood years until my mother passed away, and then I moved up here and lived with my father. And he's taught me so much, and I'm just glad I was able to live with both of them to a point to where I could kind of see and understand what they were going through and what they were doing. Um, yeah, I don't mind that photo in the background. I try not to get anybody in here, but yeah, it's just kind of a slow running for me, and I'm trying to at least put out a decent video, but it's never going to be perfect, and I need to stop trying to be perfect with my content and just start throwing them out there, and maybe might get lucky. Might not be Nathan Apodaca lucky, but I might get lucky. uh, and for those who don't know who Nathan Apodaca is, he's just the dog face. Went viral for riding a skateboard. He's also Northern Arapaho and some other tribe. I don't know too much. I just know he was from here. But don't quote me. anything. I don't do any type of research on that or anything like that. So don't quote me and don't get upset, because it's just based off the knowledge that I possibly know. And um, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's completely fine with me. Uh, I really don't have any ill will towards anybody, and I really don't care what they think of me and my character. Everybody just live your own life, enjoy your life, and try to get out there and live it to the fullest. Like and subscribe, share if you want. I'm going to try to make some more that actually a little more motivational and try to get you going. Because if I can do it, you can do it. I mean, come on. And even when you're struggling, you could keep doing it. I've done so much with so little and kept moving. Even though my face was in the dirt, I still drug myself through that. And you can too. Anybody can, really. It's just all comes down to your will and your internal fire to what would make you go. And I have my daughter and my wife. Other than that, I don't know how to get this out. Maybe I'll figure it out in a later video. But yeah, just be strong, do you, and just hang in there.